kind of crazy. People are going nuts with the birds. A little bird crazy. A little bird drama. So this is the old wall here, you guys. You can see the defensive positions up there where that you would fight through. Well, they keep throwing the broom, trying to get the pigeons to jump. Maybe that's for their movie drama. I don't know. Pretty bizarre. Anyway, there's not a lot left of the old wall, but there's this section here. So one thing that is left is this moat. This was the defensive moat. This was the defensive moat that was built to guard this city. You had to cross this moat in order to take the city over. And while people were running through the water, you could shoot arrows at them and throw flaming balls of fire, whatever else you had going on. Fire the cannon. I'm not sure how deep the moat is. So the deeper the moat, the harder it would be to cross, right? There it is, you guys. There was some stairs at this little section here. Now, does it go more than just one step? I don't know. It looks like there may have been some stairs. If I were to scuba dive, this is where I would go. I'd take my metal detector in here. Underwater metal detectors. There could be stuff down in there from maybe the Myanmar War or some other war. It's an interesting little section here. What is this, like a pump? It's a pump for something. Okay, let's look over here. Water coming down through here. So it's like a spillway. They're managing the water here. Okay, keep the level constant. All right, so let's walk through here. Let's kind of get a feel for what this is like in here. So today, I think it may be a holiday, so there may be a lot of places that aren't open today. So there was a Chinese guy in my hostel, and he was trying to get a free COVID shot today. He was told that he could get a shot, so he's going to try to get one. But he doesn't know if the hospitals are going to be closed today or not. All right, this just looks kind of funky down here. I want to go through here. Just kind of get that urge to just explore. Just stay off the main road where it kind of quiets down a little bit. See if there's any old buildings left. Tell us a tale of the past. Well, this is a hostel here. One hostel. Hello? A lot of little temples in here. Many of them may be closed today if it is a holiday. Hey, I'll have to come back to this place. That looks like that could be fairly old. I remember reading that this city is 1 square mile. 1 mile by 1 mile by 1 mile, right? Square. And that's what I'm gonna walk and try to poke through today. Try to get an idea of what is here and what's not here. A lot of hotels. Big tourism area here. So everything looks pretty clean here. It's a pretty clean city. I will say that I haven't seen a lot of trash around here. So they take some pride in this area. So that's good. Now, when I chatted a foreigner yesterday, he loved it here. And the foreigners that I've said hello to, everyone has said hello so far. So that's a good sign. When the foreigners won't even say hello or acknowledge you, then I don't know, that's a sign of something going on that's not too positive. I'm still yet to pinpoint what that is. I'll figure it out eventually, but at this point, I'm not sure what to connect it to. So, there you go, super rich money exchange. You get the money, they'll exchange it. There's a bookstore for you, On the Road Books. Oh. All right, need a girlfriend, there you go. Plastic girlfriend. Plastic girlfriend. I don't know. I was just thinking about that this morning. I'm like, you need a plastic girlfriend. So plastic. Not that I need one, but There's somebody out there that does, right? Somebody out there buying all that kind of stuff, I guess. Not my thing, though. All right. Some stray dogs here, but hopefully it's not an issue. Well, that dog looks okay. Just don't let him get behind you. So this looks to be maybe an old, really splendid wooden mansion at one point. Look at that. That was something. That house was really something back in the day. That would be like a plantation house back in the Philippines. That style of house. That would be like a big dollar house. Look at that. That's really something. Huh. Wonder if we can get a better view of it. That's a little better view. The big porch there, the big doors. That's real different. Wonder what that was used for back in the day. Okay, now I finally see some wire disasters right here. This is almost as bad, if not worse, than the Philippines. This is at the 3-foot level here. And that does look to be electrical wire right there. That's not good. Not a good sign. Somebody needs to get on that. All right, here's a little better shot here. This little place. Cool. Yeah, be careful walking there, you guys. Could twist your ankle for sure. All right, where are we gonna go? Let's go this way. Just gonna go where the wind blows, where the spirit leads. And that's where we're going, where the spirit leads. It looks kind of cool down here, but maybe I'll come back that way. So here's where we're at. We're at 48 Garage. I like to see a car garage at 48 Garage. Some cool old cars. I don't know if there are very many old cars here. I've yet to source that out yet. I did see there was a Chiang Mai car club, but I don't know anything about it. So I'll try to look into that a little bit later, see what I can find. This looks to be a little bit of a bar row in here. Huh. Interesting. Well, they cook some stuff here on the tables. Maybe like a Mongolian barbecue. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is. Huh. There's an old wooden building there. It is some kind of a hospital. And here it is. Well, it's good they have a big hospital here in the old city. Who needs some care. That's good to know. I've heard nothing but good things about the hospitals here. Really heard a lot of good things. Guy said that one of the big hospitals nearby, if you go into it, they basically have your information on a tablet. Everything's electronic. And you get seen within 15 minutes. And they look at the tablet, they know who you are, and they just say, come with me. They don't ask you for your name or, hey, Mr. Jones, come here. They already know it. They've got you down. And so I've heard really good things on how well modernized everything is for the medical fields, and the prices are super good. It's some more places to grab a bite. Everything seems really laid back here. This is my kind of a town. This is my kind of feel here. So why do I feel more connected to a community like this in Chiang Mai than I did in Bangkok? Because you can feel like you can become part of the community. It doesn't reject you, it accepts you. And at least it may not embrace you, but you're not shunned out of it. Look at this interesting scene. That's kind of different. And we all want to feel a part of something, right? We want to feel a connection to our society, to our community, to our neighbors, especially when we're trying a new place that we've never been. Let's see what he's got. Some pendants. Hello? All right. So my friend told me they have a lot of good cooking schools here. So this is a foodie heaven paradise. All right. Well, they're all competing. They're selling the amulets. Must be a temple nearby then, if that's the case. Oh, look at that right there. Huh. Interesting. All right, so we're not going on a big temple tour here. We're just kind of getting an overview of what's here. And then we'll break things down a little later and kind of explore. But this is our walk. That's a cool shop. Look at how old that wall looks right there. Hello? Ah, I can smell the steel. The burning steel. I know that smell. I know that smell. There's a unique smell when you start grinding metal and it gets hot enough to start kind of burning it, making it smoke. And that's just a recognizable smell. All right, here's the Wat Chiang Mai Temple. This looks to be open. This looks to be a very big affair too. So like I say, we're not really doing the temple tour today, but we're just gonna scan by. We'll come back and do this on a different day. There you go. A lot of the guys working in the shops. I wonder if he's doing any spray painting. I think he is. I don't see any cars that he's working on, so I wonder what he's spraying. I'm gonna find some auto body guys up here somewhere. All right, see, this is the kind of crazy stuff. This isn't really a usable sidewalk because there's a post there and there's a phone booth there. That has priority more than walking through does. And that's something that even the Philippines, it's like they don't really understand the concept of a sidewalk. It's for walking, not so much for growing things and for having obstructions. It's for a safe place to walk. Why that's so unusual here, I don't know. I mean, why build a sidewalk if it's not walkable? There's no reason for it, right? If it's just nothing but obstructions and dangers to the human being, then you might as well just walk in the street. Take your chances there, because if you're not paying attention to these things, you're gonna get hurt. All right, looks to be a place where an old building was at one point. It's torn down. It's gridded off. Now this is the kind of place that I like to look at the little pieces of fragments that are left behind. What was left? Are there any old coins? Is there any old pieces of pottery? Is there any china? Find any old parts of china? In the matrix here, you can see the brick. See the old pieces of brick? So there's bound to be stuff in here. It's just bound to be. So they've got it gridded off. Looks like they're gonna lay something up pretty soon. Old ground here, you guys. 700-year-old ground. That's why metal detecting here would be amazing. You just never know. And usually they built cities where there were cities before. So it is about, I want to say 9:30, 10. Not a lot of people out today. It's Saturday. We're just going to kind of crisscross in here. Now, the guy told me that at each corner of the old city, this old city is within a big squared off area that was surrounded by walls. And within each, or outside each corner, there's a big mall. So there's 4 malls surrounding this square, which seems highly unusual. Unless it's like tourist heaven and made for people to shop. I don't know. Now, what I was told also is usually this place is overrun by Chinese tourists. It's a huge Chinese tourist zone. And that's something new to me. I did not know that before. This place looks kind of popular. So there may be a Sunday market. I'm going to try to do that on Sunday. I'm going to try to experience, what do they call her? The cowboy lady. It's a place where Anthony Bourdain ate. We're going to go there and eat and see what the food is like there. That's on the list of to-dos. That sign kind of caught my eye. Back in time. There you go. Just like Back to the Future. Same theme. It's kind of cool. This is kind of nice. This house here. The way the woodwork and everything is set up here looks very ornate. Very classy. All right. Big shabu. So what does shabu mean here? It obviously means something different than in the Philippines, right? What does shabu mean here? Everything inside the moat is the old city. That was the safety zone right there. That was your safety zone. Somewhere along this trek, there's gonna be an old car somewhere. I don't know where, but it's gonna find me. I seem to usually find the old cars eventually. Now this looks really classy. Le Canal Boutique House. That looks really nice. Place the girls would like to go. Yeah, this looks like more of like an unrestored wall right here. Like the original. Let's look at that. So my friend Aaron kind of jokes at me. He's like, I'm gonna go visit the ruins and I'm gonna touch them for you. So here we go. And touch the old wall. Maybe that's 700 years old, right? Now that seems more original, like it hasn't been modified or altered in a good long time. So let's look at the backside of it. Let's see if it's had any cannonball hits or anything weird going on. It's had some different stones put in here. And what do these holes represent? Usually when they make the wall, they start with a larger stone at the base, but these look to be all the same size. There was a big earthquake in the 1500s. This may have been from the earthquake right here. That may be why a lot of the wall is not up. Very interesting. This is pretty in through here. So this will be the first time I've stayed in a fortress within Asia. All right, we're gonna look at this connection here. See what this is about. And what was this window for? Was this like a sentry? Did you have to check in to go inside the city at one point? This is the window that you stop by. Chang Mai Gate. What was this section here, right? What was this used for? This squared off area in here at this little terraced off place. Now you can see the original wall in there also. It's not been restored. So, oh, there is a fish in here. I was just gonna say, are there any bass in here? What is that there? I wonder if that's a bass. Huh. Yeah, there's fish in here, you guys. What kind of fish? And do they fish in here? See it? What is that? Very cool. Let's explore on some more. So if we walk the perimeter, and it's a mile square, how many miles will I have walked if I walk the full radius? That's cool to see the wall. Even if it's in disarray, you can tell it's original. And I think the reason they used the heavier stones as a base is they wouldn't sink and shift as much as the bricks did over time. The Romans had it really figured out how to build walls. They really had it dialed in. All right, another temple. That's kind of interesting. Has that glitter off of there. All right, we'll poke through here, just kind of see what's here. Poke past here, I should say. We'll poke through a different day. So I was told riding in one of these is about 30 baht for a foreigner. within the city. It's 20 for a local, and they usually get 30 for a foreigner. And I was told they may start at 50 baht, but you can negotiate down. So EST Cola, I've never heard of that. Never heard of EST. Is it any good? Have you had it? EST Cola. Is it like an RC Cola? What does EST Cola taste like? Ah, here's a musician's shop. Very cool. Maybe I gotta poke through here a little later. See what they have for external microphones. They got Martin, that's good. Not that I need anything there. I don't want to find a wooden girlfriend again. I've got one guitar on this trip as it is. That's enough for me. That's enough girlfriends. Enough wooden girlfriends. Ah, I know where she's gonna put that. I know where that shot's going. Yeah, or he. I know where he's gonna put that shot. I remember that as a kid, getting a few of those shots. Hello? Wasn't always the funnest thing. Now this is dramatic. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a cruise through these temples for sure. Wow. There you go. You got the London House, the School of English. You can learn how to speak like the people in England speak. It's somewhat different from the American English, and they consider it a proper English. But I prefer the American English. That's just me. Now look at this, another big temple. That thing's massive. Look at that. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a couple temple videos here. You know, one of the viewers made mention that the modern malls today are the temples of yesterday. There are modern day temples, the malls. And that makes sense because they don't really put that much work into anything else. Oh, look at this place. That's just unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna definitely come back for that. Whether we can get in, I don't know. But we're definitely gonna come back. Got some monks out there and people waiting in line. Yeah, we'll put that on our list to do. I've already found more to vlog and things that I want to vlog in a short distance than I had bouncing all over Bangkok looking for stuff. And that to me makes more sense. I have a target-rich environment with which to work from. All right, that usually told me there was an auto body shop when I saw that back in the day. See a car part being written on. Usually that signaled to me that I was in my zone, my auto body zone. There would be a like-minded craftsman nearby, or a hack, whatever come closer, or a hack. You never could tell until you talked to them. If they were doing a good job or a bad job. All right, we're gonna cruise through here real quick. There you go. Do not walk on the ancient wall, you guys. That is the original wall. So when you seen that old wall back in the old times, that meant something to you. When you were away for a long time and you came back, that meant that you were home. That had a big significance to people. Now it's a place for selfies. Most people don't consider the 700-year-old history with that old wall, what that meant to the different generations. Oh, look at the smoke coming out of that thing. Holy smokes. Amazing. We'll have to buzz by there later. Like I say, we're doing just the overview today. We're gonna skim the surface. This is the Chiang Mai Skim the Surface day. So this is interesting. They had a stairway going up in this corner. I wonder what for, if there was a building back in there. Maybe at one point there was. Used to be another wall behind this wall. Interesting. So you can see the top of the wall. Wherever they restored it, it's pretty true to that style with the little cross in the wall. And I wonder what the cross signified for them back then. Had to mean something. So this might be the section where my friend said there wasn't much to see. This might be that area. All right, I think we're gonna cut through the middle here. Just see what there is. Get off the main road where it's not so noisy. Just kind of poke around. So I'd like to have seen some really old houses. I would hope that something like that would have been preserved. Usually the temples and the churches seem to outlast everything else because that was the pride of the community, and they get rebuilt if they get damaged or destroyed. Not so much the houses, and that's kind of a shame because you don't really get to see how people lived. We can see how people are living, but not so much how people lived. That's too bad because that is part of the story. So most people have gates, some kind of a thing to keep you off the gate, a spike like these here, but it's not overly protective. They're not like really high walls. Most of the walls you can see through. There's no glass on top of the walls, so it tells me that the crime isn't horrible here. And I think people have made mention that there's very low crime here, and that I just don't know for sure. I've yet to know that for a fact. So I'm just kind of throwing that out there. But my friend had told me, he said there's no place in here that he feels unsafe to walk at night. And he felt the same way even in Bangkok, which kind of surprised me. Whether that's true, I don't know. Well, that's a nice looking place. Need a place to stay. Real nice. So there's a little bit for everyone here. You can find the low end, the high end, the mid end. The old, the new, and everything in between. You know what really surprised me? There's not that many palm trees here. Coconut palm, whatever. I just don't see that much. I see more trees like this up ahead of us than I do the palms. That was a big surprise. Did they cut down the palms and put the trees? Or are the trees more indigenous to this zone? I don't know. Another temple. They're pretty big into the temples. And how busy are the temples? When you got so many, it's hard to keep them all busy, right? Now, remember when I was in, where was it? Koh Samui, I think. There was that giant dragon boat by the big Buddha statue. And there's another dragon boat on top of this. There's a squirrel. I haven't seen a squirrel in Asia in a long time. Very few squirrels in the Philippines. That is a gray squirrel. Yeah, well, there he is. He's up top. There he is. See him? Yeah, that's really hard to find squirrels in Asia. Maybe more here since they have more trees. That would make sense, right? This kind of has a little, like a rural feel right here. Wouldn't expect that seen inside the wall here. That's why we poke through. We kind of get a feel for the area and the different level of what it offers. So this is like temple heaven right in here. No shortage of glitter on those poles. No shortage of glitter. Now, how did they make that back in the old days, right? Did they have any kind of a mirror? No, you could make a mirror with silver and glass. But at what point did that start, right? Look at this old car here. That's kind of interesting. That's the first old car that I've seen. It's called Boo Art Studio. What is this? What is that? It's just got kind of a funky back to it. And look, the back window is fiber. It's a plastic window. See how it's cracked? It's a plastic rear window. That's unusual. It's a right-hand drive. Right-hand drive. Huh. Manual. The Boo Art Studio. Bird. What kind of bird? Oh, let's see. It's a Datsun. Datsun D bird. Never seen one of these before. Have you guys seen one of these? With the plastic rear window? Very unusual. Now, if I ever mention I know cars fairly well, I know American cars fairly well. Foreign cars, not so much. Where I come from, it's pretty much pro-American cars because I grew up in the Midwest. And when I was a kid, the people frowned on foreign cars. They didn't want anything to do with foreign cars. And when we were at like a classic old car meet and a foreign car came in, they'd be like, get that crap out of here. That's how pro-American car it was. So I see a lot of these cars that aren't even available in the US. So when I come to them with curiosity, you know why? Just they weren't around when I was growing up. Just were not around. It's kind of a busy road in here. Kind of cutting through the center of the town. Oh, look at that. It's a little bit different sidecar than the Philippines. You can see they took the back part of a motorcycle, which is really clever. See that? It's got its own suspension. That is clever. That is really smart. I have never seen that before. I've seen a lot of sidecars, but never anything that is a back half of a motorcycle. That makes perfect sense. This must have been like a big market in here. Now, somebody mentioned there's a really outstanding Sunday market, but it's been closed. Whether it'll be open tomorrow night, I don't know. So it is a holiday. There was a couple people dressed up. I'm kind of wondering where they're going. Maybe there is some kind of a parade or something today. All right, so let's walk around. Boogaloo. Boogaloo. Let's see what we can find here. Oh, today I walk.
Oh, yeah, I tell you,
Thank
never.
you.
Sorry.
Oh.
You are here.
I am here, yes.
Yes. Freaking.
Oh.
Freaking, I have tuk-tuk.
Oh.
I tell you, see around. Idea for you. See anywhere.
Today I just walked. Thank you,
for
though.
100 baht. For the first customer this morning. I start working for today. Don't have customer. This week, I working no customer anywhere.
Oh.
Yeah, I tell you. Till you see around there, slowly take a photo old city wall. Yeah. Then when you look inside, looking for temple, look, see for city.
It seems like a good price.
Yeah.
But today I have things I have planned today. I can't do today.
Then when you see for the bridge, you see this area. Then you see only 100 baht. Go come back.
That's a good price.
Help me. I want to take care of you. I want working for tuk-tuk. No money.
For 100 baht? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Me, my name Choi.
Vern.
Hey,